Hello and welcome to Metric Insights. Right now, I'm going to be showing you how to connect to data sources. So, to build a metric or report, we obviously need some data. But where does it come from? Metric Insights offers several ways of fetching data for your future elements. Manually via CSV files, or automatically via SQL database or plugins. Plugins are special components that connect you to various business intelligence and big data tools and web applications. Tableau, MicroStrategy, Qlik Sense, Qlik View, Treasure Data, IBM Cognos, Google Analytics, Business Objects, and many more plugins are now available to pull all the data you rely on into a single place. Let me show you how to do it in the example of Tableau. To create a new Tableau data source, I go to Admin, Data Sources. Here's a list of previously created data sources, but I go to the bottom and click Add New Data Source. Since it's not a SQL database, I choose Other and select Tableau from the drop-down list. And here is where all the magic begins. We'll need to provide some basic input parameters, and I will probably keep the name as it is. These parameters are all required, because without them we just won't be able to connect to the server. So first of all, I define my Tableau server. If there are several sites on your server, you can define ID of a required one. Otherwise, if you leave this field empty, it will connect to default. Then I'll provide my regular Tableau credentials. And this is basically enough to try to connect to the server, so I click Test Connection at the bottom. And as you may see, it's successful. There are some additional parameters I would like to show you though. Here's a list of optional parameters, but we're not going to cover each of them in this video, since all of them are described in our help docs. You may go to help.metricinsights.com, and we have a separate chapter dedicated to Tableau there, and it contains an article describing Tableau parameters. But now, let's get back to creating our data source. Do we want to use a remote data collector? We don't need it in this case, so I'll leave it as no. Now, do I want Metric Insights to automatically pull a list of all available reports, or I can add them manually? If I choose manually and I don't need too many reports, I can add them one by one or list it in the CSV file. But if I choose automatically, I will get this button that will do everything by itself. Threads per trigger execution is essentially the number of processes that are allowed to execute simultaneously on your data source. You can make your data collection process faster by increasing the number of threads, but you might also risk to overload your data source. If you leave this field empty, it will default to 1. Now I will save my settings, and in the next videos I'm going to be showing you how to create elements using this data source. If you have any further questions or want to see Metric Insights in action, contact us at info@metricinsights.com.